than the last soundproofing sound level meter test that I did, because we're streaming on the Note 8 and we're using the Note 2 as a sound pressure level meter, and my OnePlus 9 Pro is going to be playing the audio on the speaker. But first of all, because I'm going to show you guys something really cool that my mom thought to test, which I didn't think about, that is like really cool. But first of all, I need to open up this app on my OnePlus 9 Pro, because where is it? There it is. Because I just want to see the difference in the two apps and what they report. Because the Note 2 is pretty old, so I want to see if there's a difference. Because it seems like the Note 2 was reporting a quieter room noise in the studio, which will go inside. It seemed like it was reporting quieter. Oh no. We've got an ad. I don't know, it's something by Smule. I don't know what effects doing. Always find a duet to join. Have fun singing and improving your voice. That could be cool. I think I tried that once. Anyways, so we're in the studio now. Oh, wow. I'm going to have to reload it on the Note 2. One moment, guys. Nobody watching just yet. Let's just make sure also that we have our chat set to live chat. Oh, there it is. Okay. So I'm sure it's just the way the microphones are in the two devices, but the Note 2 is a good like 10 decibels quieter in its reporting, which also give a quick blow. You know, maybe there's some dust in the microphones. I know this isn't a perfect test, but it's a free test. So we'll be using the Note 2 from here on out. So let me set up the sound test. Oops, with my speaker. You guys tracking some zappers I would like, and we need to fix this piece of code, and we need to do this thing, and this and that, and make this work, and yeah. Okay, so I think that's pretty well set up. Still you guys up just a bit, and we'll rewind this. So here, what we're gonna do for this is, well, let me check one more thing. I'm gonna see how loud this reports that as being. Talking with people on the video chat for his job and the phone. You guys have some letters that are like, read this piece of code, and we do this thing, and this and that, and make this work, and yeah, and I thought that was a really, really good idea. Okay, yeah, thanks for your input. We'll work on that. Wow, it's a little all over the place, actually. If I'm talking here, it is staying relatively high. I think. We're gonna actually, you know what? Because I do not like the accuracy or trust of that. We're gonna share Bluetooth. turn the Bluetooth on the Note 2. And then from here, I need to find the Note 2 on my Bluetooth. Okay, basically, come on. Yeah, it should be the Samsung SGHI3117, which it is turned on. Why are you not finding the Note 2? My OnePlus 9 Pro. This might not work. Let me see if the Note 2 will see it. Okay, it has found. Okay. So it did a pair thing because I tried to. It's not gonna like. Okay, there we go. That found it, accept. All right. It is slowly sending the file over. So what we're going to do is I'm going to let these two devices send this file, and then I will pair the Note 2 to the speaker, use my OnePlus 9 as a better testing device for the sound, and we're going to compare this door to another door in the upstairs that is hollow, and that also doesn't have any ceiling around the door, so that you guys can see the difference. Hopefully you guys can see me. Let me just check, make sure there are no comments that I need to respond to. So I'll talk about the timeline while I wait for this thing to transfer. Give me one moment to wanted to have this available for me to 5%. Okay, that's gonna be okay. We'll just let those two things transfer. I thought this was gonna be good. So timeline changes. What's going on? The door still needs to be made so that it is fixed and level and the hinges aren't being tugged on. I really hope that my mom is able to get to it soon. I'm gonna be honest, it bothers me a little because I'm kind of just waiting on this and then finishing the stripping around it before I go much further. And I just feel like, I know that my mom's busy, but I kind of feel like she's just, oh, whatever, it can wait. Kind of putting it off when, like, no, it kind of can't. I need that to move the next step. But also because there's been several times where she's like, well, if you were making more short films and stuff, then maybe I could send those to friends and family that might like those. Well, I need the subscription to Adobe. I've told you because I'm waiting on my Patreons. I don't have money for that right now. I can't. I need my studio set up, all these things. So I can't. She wants me to, but I can't. But yet, you know, she's not rushing and hurrying this. But it's okay. I'm not super angry at my mom. It just bothers me a little. But it'll work out. She'll be able to get this fixed and everything set up properly. I'm just going to come around and check for other comments. So basically, the big things for this timeline are I need to decide which, whether I just get the panels that go on the door or whether I buy them in the kit with the adhesive and the weather stripping. AeroZoom said the weather stripping is better because it's thicker than other brands' weather stripping. So I'm going to have to look at their measurements and compare that, which I'm actually going to do right now. Compare it to this weather stripping. Because I've seen this weather stripping mentioned in, yeah, I was going to show you. I've seen this weather stripping mentioned. Like, he was just showing a brand. He wasn't being specific. It was the Soundproofing guy, I think.
Wasn't being extremely specific about you use this brand and you get good results kind of a thing. But I've seen this is the MD brand. But AeroZoom claims that theirs is better, so I can check that really quickly. We should still be, yes, still sending via Bluetooth. So let me just pull up my email here. So they have a screenshot of the chat showing, so they say, I said, is there anything that makes your weather strip better than generic stuff from the hardware store? I have some I am putting around a solid door to help with sound. I will eventually get your polyester panels to block more sound, and I am thinking if the stuff I already have is good enough, I could just get the panels outside of the door kit and save some money. Hi there, thanks for contacting us. Our soundproof weather strip has many better features compared to the ones you can purchase from the hardware store. One is thickness. With a 0.4 cm thickness, it'll surely be enough to suppress the sound coming from both inside and outside the window. I'm talking about a door, not a window, but whatever. So let's see, 0.4 cm. I need to look that up really quickly. CMTO. 0.4. So it's about 0.15 inches, 0.15748. Actually, wait. Do I have a CENT? Let me see. I need to find an app because I don't know centimeters to inches very well. And if there's anybody who's left a comment, sorry I haven't seen it yet. I'll check again. I'm doubtful, but I don't have a monitor set up like usual, so I need to look up. There are well, I'm not seeing it immediately. And can I find the same? Yeah, I'm not seeing the same one that I used all these years ago. I'm just going to grab a tape measure and see if that has any useful data. Do we have? I'm probably going to just use this sheet. No, that one's been taped up. I'm just going to pick one of these apps and run with it for this. We're still waiting for that file to transfer for the real test. And so basically, I'm probably going to put some of my money towards buying a door kit. Once I get that soundproofed, then I can think about actually working up here, and I'll start moving all my stuff up and setting up what I have. That's going to be the big thing. So we got a ruler. We'll install this one. It looks similar but different. Okay, so we got ruler. We have an add. Enroll in the eBay vault. No, thank you. Calibration coefficient. I guess you. Nope. that doesn't help me because, like, this is what I want right here. So we got this. So that black little lip there is the edge of my phone, and that is a 0.4 centimeter spot. Actually, wait. Nope, I don't want to go back. Oh, this is what we want. We want a piece in the middle here. So let's go till this says, sorry, out of the shot. .4 centimeter spot is right there. And then I was going to measure it on the door, but we should measure it with the soundproofing foam. Okay. So I don't know which dimension they're talking about here, but actually let's come in here where it's brighter so that maybe you guys won't be able to see my phones. It'll be okay. So according to this has a 0.4 centimeter thickness. It's bigger than that, actually, that way. But what I'm wondering is which dimension is it? So is it this dimension? There's also is one that has like 3 ribs on it. So it's a lot like the weather stripping that I put up on the top and the bottom of the door. This looks about the same thickness. I mean, theirs is a different design than this. So I honestly, let me find a picture of their design while I have this open. So that looks the same. That looks a little bit thicker, but counting this looks the same. Rotate like that looks the same. Yeah, okay, so. AeroZoom weather stripping.
According to AeroZoom weather strip prevents dust collection between sliding doors.
Yes, it does. Okay, thank you. Please. I didn't want you to do that, Google. And I'm going to see if the video has been finished sending. Not quite, but close. So, can I show, what's a good photo that shows it? Do they have any? Yeah, it's just going to be the first photo. So if I zoom in, so you see how that has 3 ridges on it, whereas this is just a D-shaped bump thing. So there is that difference there too. And it makes me wonder, so they say window, they have the door, and they do show putting it where the 2 surfaces meet flat. So what's confusing me is, and actually I can give you guys a good visualization if I temporarily take the top piece of door sweep off the top of the door. So there says this pattern, okay? Right there with the different ridges on it. And so here's where my confusion comes. I'm pretty sure that I would mount it here like this one is mounted so that the door surface is smooshing against it. That's what it seems to indicate in the other ones too. And like for this side, it makes sense because essentially we're taking this and we're putting it there, and then you smush against it, and then you've got all these ribs here, and then there's like pockets of air potentially trapped in between the ribs that will help dampen sound a little bit, because there's more air in there for the sound to have to travel for. And this way makes sense, because the sound has to go through all these different ribs here, and it has space to get trapped in the middle there. That's great. Now on this side, we are talking about putting this piece like this. So the sound doesn't have to go through all those ribs. It's not going like this to get through the door. It does have to go kind of like this and then around a corner like that. That's a little confusing for me. Anyways, I'll put this back on the top of the door. So basically the timeline is I'm trying to get some money so that I can, I might even just borrow from my car savings again one more time and buy the whole entire kit. But I'm going to ask around, and I want to see if people think that it actually really would be better. Because I'm sure that, with Aerozoom's claim, I don't know if it's just them trying to be good at marketing it and trying to convince me to buy their soundproofing sealant versus others because they want more money, or if they're really truly being honest and that is the absolute truth about it. I am honestly not sure. So let's pull you guys in and let's check. Okay, perfect. So yeah, that's installed. Yeah, let me check on the progress, and I can show you on the note too, because it's not loaded with personal notifications and stuff. We are 80%, so it is almost ready. Almost. Okay. So once I get that set up and it works, I think it will work pretty good based on the previous video I did where I was downstairs in the room testing this and with recording on my Nokia 5230 and the sound reduction levels that we were getting. I was pretty satisfied with how quiet, because what I did, if you didn't see that video, basically I went downstairs, I put my speaker in the closet in the bedroom there, and I started it playing, and I measured the volume, and then I reduced the volume on the speaker until this measured a 20 decibel difference. Oh, the AC's on, that's the weird noise I'm hearing. And it was a really good difference, which when you see with this door is pretty cool too, what I'm going to show you. But I want to check on here while it's still transferring. So yeah, for high, it doesn't look like that's going to be enough for me to do that same test in here. But we'll check once I get volumes in. Because for that test to work, I have to be able to get my volume on my speaker loud enough that the reduction could be 20 decibels lower according to the meter. And then I'm able to go in and reduce the decibels and see if the difference between the loud and the quiet, I think, would make enough difference if we're talking at lower volume levels. Because obviously with the volume up all the way, it might not be enough. 91%, 92%. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm going to get this last thing set up. This is not going as smoothly as I had hoped. So, I'm going to also pair my speaker up to the Note 2, which it should be in pairing mode now. And I'm doing this live, just so you guys know, in case anybody would tune in and we would chat about stuff. Ooh, one watching, hey. I don't know who that is. Certainly not me, but welcome. I'm just about to do a test, and I'll do a quick recap of the timeline that's more coherent. I need to connect this to my second boom, because I'm comparing this door to another one for soundproofing setup on my studio. Okay, so come on, can you work for me? says connecting. I need to disconnect it from, because this is in pairing mode, so I just disconnected it from my OnePlus 9 Pro. Let's see if there's anybody says anything in the comments. Nobody yet, but one is watching supposedly. I might just even have to grab a wire for this and play it from out there. Ugh, it's gonna be annoying. You know, I'm just gonna restart. Oh, it says paired. So I'm gonna turn my speaker off and on again. Well, it should say connected actually. Okay. Did we finish the? Okay, so it looks like the transfer finished. That's sweet. Okay, disconnect the Boom 2. Come on, please work for me so I can do this test. I didn't know that this phone would have such bad fluctuation with the sound meter. Alright, let's just turn Bluetooth off on the Note 2. Turn Bluetooth on again. And we'll make sure that we are not connected on the Note 9. Oops. Sorry, I'm connecting. Oh, there we go. We have connected. That's good. So let's open up our file that we sent. Wait, what? Oh, receipt. That's what we want.
Yeah, get that working out there and talking with people on the video chat for his job and the phones. GPS tracking as accurate as ever like. We need to fix this piece of stuff.
Okay, we are up and running for a test. Final thing you need to know is the, it's going to be a bit echoey in here. This is not 100% because I need to do a little bit on the top and the bottom and the corners. And this side only has a little bit of weather stripping, but it's enough for this test. So I can show you the difference between this room and the other one. And if the volume that we're getting can be loud enough, I can try that reduction test that I mentioned. So. Oh, G-Star is here. So we're doing a sound test for the door for the studio setup. I'll explain in just a moment.
Yeah, we're just working out there and talking with people on the video chat for his job and phones. GPS tracking as accurate as ever like. We need to fix this piece of code. We need to do this thing and this and that and make this work. Yeah, and oh, that's a really, really good idea. Okay, yeah, thanks for your input.
So that's my simulation of what my dad sounds like at his desk. The average was about 50, I think. I didn't look. Let's check again. Well, let's get room noise first. So the average is 36. Let's get this now.
Yeah, we're just working out there and talking with people on the video chat for his job and phones. GPS tracking as accurate as ever like. We need to fix this piece of code.
So the average is 51. So you can see here. Now, if we remember that number, and we move into another room that is untreated. So the speaker's over there. We're going to step into this room that does not have a solid door and do that measurement again. Yeah, that's all. Okay. Oops. So let's get room noise. That was working out there and talking with people on the video chat for his job and phones. GPS tracking from back really better like we need to fix this, we need to go and we need to do this thing and this and that and make this work. Yeah. Yeah, and that was a really, really good idea. Okay, yeah, thanks for your input. Well, we'll work on that. That is weird. I need to find the video again. The numbers were not seeming as loud as I would expect them to be. So let's try that again. Yeah, this is my stepdad was working out there and talking with people on the video chat for his job and phones. GPS tracking from back really better like we need to fix this, we need to go and we need to do this thing and this and that and make this work. Yeah. Yeah, and that's a really, really good idea. Okay, yeah, thanks for your input. We'll work on that. So, I do not know why my phone is not reporting. I mean, again, maybe there's stuff in my ports that isn't in the Note. But when I did this with the Note 8 with my mom, we noticed a 20 decibel reduction. Here we're seeing a little bit less, but it was about average. We'll do this one more time. Average was 52 in the studio. Average was higher. Let's try that again. Yeah, this is my stepdad was working out there and talking with people on the video chat for his job and phones. GPS tracking from back really better like we need to fix this, we need to go and we need to do this thing and this and that and make this work. Yeah. Yeah, and that's a really, really good idea. Okay, yeah, thanks for your input. We'll work on that. So, 54. Let's go back into the studio, do one more test, and then I will explain again more coherent the setup timeline. So we just got to remember we're testing against 54. Yeah, this is my stepdad was working out there and talking with people on the video chat for his job and phones. GPS tracking from back really better like we need to fix this, we need to go and we need to do this thing and this and that and make this work. Yeah, yeah, and that's a really, really good idea. Okay, yeah, thanks for your input. We'll work on that. So we do see a little bit of reduction here. The averages tended to be 50 or lower, whereas over there they were 54 average. So this door is doing something, but it's not quite enough. I can still hear it, even if the microphone is set up just right. You guys might not be able to hear that, but it also, I can hear it. And also I don't want my noise going out there and bothering him. So that's why we're going to need that. So we're going to do one more test. I'm going to go turn the speaker up a bunch. Okay, I spammed the plus button. What we're going to do with this test is I'm going to see how loud we can get it, and if it's loud enough that we can take 20 points off of that and audibly hear the reduction. So
Yeah, this is my stepdad was working up there and talking with people on the video chat for his job and the phone. You guys tracking from decorated out like we fix this, we go and we do this thing and this and that and make this work. Yeah, yeah, and oh, that's a really, really good idea. Okay, yeah, thanks for your input.
I don't think this is going to work. So that was saying 50. Room noise is an average of 38. So 50 minus 20 is 30. That's not enough. I'm just going to go make sure that I did actually turn my speaker up all the way. And then that's it. We'll call it and we'll talk about the timeline. Dad was working up there and talking with people on the video chat for his job and phones. GPS tracking from decorated we do this thing and this and that and make this work. Yeah, yeah, and oh, that's a really, really good idea. Okay, yeah, thanks for your input. We'll work on that. Well, unfortunately, the Note 2 doesn't get loud enough. So I'm actually going to pull up the stream on my phone as a comment monitor here. And I can also see where I'm sitting a bit. So, coherent final discussions of timeline. And then I will take this out and we'll take care of some of my other projects and things. So, the plan. As soon as this door is finished, I'll be able to move my stuff in. And to finish the door, my mom needs to have a neighbor over to figure out and how to fin it and make it so that the hinges aren't bending funny. But once that's taken care of, and then I need the door soundproofing kit, which that's the expensive thing. That's going to be like 150, probably 250, maybe just 200. If I think that this soundproofing weather strip that I have on there, just the weather strip, will be good enough compared to the weather stripping that they include with their kit, and then I can like skip getting the whole kit. You know, I could also like, I'll probably use different adhesive strips or whatever, and so it's actually going to be more than 200 or 250, but basically I just need to decide if getting the panels is the best option for me, or if I need to get the full kit that includes everything with it. But that's the next thing. Once I get that done, then I will be able to like finally fully clean this place out. Cleaning. And I'll be able to move my stuff in and get everything set up and start working out of here, which is going to be so much nicer and make things a lot easier. And yeah, so that's going to be the, funny thing, that's my message tone, but it is a bit disappointing that I don't have Patreon supporters for any of this, otherwise I'd already have it right now. I'm not bitter or anything, guys. I recognize that times are tough. Patreon.com/coachros101 is where you can go support me if you would like to. I would really appreciate that. Because, I mean, once I get the door soundproofing kit, which I'm going to have to try and squeeze out of some of my own money, I might even, because like I can borrow from my car savings, I can borrow from my emergency savings, I can buy a little less groceries in a month, possibly, and, have like my parents buy me some food. I don't know. I can squeeze it out of my money if I have to. It's going to be tough, but I can. So basically, that's the expensive thing coming up. But once that's done, then I'll start moving all my stuff in here. There will be some cool videos on that setup. I'll be able to do videos on my setting up my alarm clock shelf and things like that. And I'll be able to buy a lot of smaller things too. Like I'm gonna have a 70s corner right behind the camera. And so like little things from the thrift store that I think are interesting, I could possibly be able to buy some of those and do some of that. But for now, that's the biggest expense. And then soundproofing or sound dampening and getting rid of echo is going to have to happen with stuff I have around the house. Bring extra blankets up here. Do stuff like that later because that's even more expensive. But that's basically the timeline update. This video was a little longer than I planned. Sorry about that. It's a live stream. And we did have G-Star tune in. So that's kind of why I intended to do it this way. And yeah, I don't know. Got a little distracted there thinking about the stuff. I'm going to take this stream out and call that it. Because I don't really have much else to say. Other than go support me on Patreon, patreon.com/coastals101. And let me know. You can go comment on the video where I say, yes, you are still here. That's great. Yeah, you can comment now or go check out my Patreon. And then let me know on the video where I was looking for Patreon supporters. Or, no, sorry, the video where I was asking people what they wanted to, what would make them interested in subscribing to me on Patreon. Go check that out. You can answer that question there. But, I don't know, I think that's pretty much it. I can't think of anything else that I would need to test or do while I'm up here. It's really exciting. I've shown this off in a few other videos. I will say there's going to be red sound foam everywhere. Literally everywhere. I want to cover every square inch that I can, except for the floor's gonna have red carpet. But yeah, I do have these blankets over here. I'll probably put up some way to help reduce echo. I'll bring other pillows in here, things we have around the house until I get that. But the big thing is the door kit. Hey, we got 2 watching. Okay. Oh, wait, no, it's reporting me watching. Never mind. Unless no, it's not, because my phone only says 1. I trust my phone. 1 watching. There's G-Star. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this little update video. That's the next plan. I want to go forward with the next step, but I could move some of my stuff up here, but I don't really want to do that until I have this done, because I just don't. I could, but when this is done, then I'm rambling. I need to stop. That's it. I will see you guys in whatever happens to be next on my channel. And yeah, I'll see you guys in whatever's next. Thanks for tuning in. Those of you who did. If you want to make this happen faster, you can go support me on Patreon. Bye.